Hello, it's me, Lucas Dre. Let's get ready and do another Arena Cube. Let's see if we can rock this one out as well and see if we can draft something excellent here for everyone involved. Just me and anybody else who wants to learn. All right, let's give them our gold and see what we can do. All right, let's see. So we've done mono black and then mono green. I've drafted this set quite a bit already, but I'm just trying to figure out exactly what I would want to draft here. A classic card for me is Solemn Simulacrum. I fell in love with this card when it was first printed. This is a great card. I mean, great. I mean, it's alright. It used to be great. Now it's kind of just like this good card. Solid card. Could probably go in any deck. So that'd be a safe pick. I think Kolaghan's Command's pretty good. Restoration Angel is also a very surprising card. This is more of a 3/4 Flying Flash with the upside of sliding something out. But if we can get that to work, it can be pretty good. And then Woe Strider's very good. So this is a good solid card, solid card, solid card. And then just a lot of other good cards here. I mean, it's the sign of a good arena. Cube deck. I'm gonna go with Restoration Angel. I'm gonna hope to wheel the Solomon, but there's a lot of white cards in this pack, and Restoration Angel is very good. Magma Opus is powerful. The Hourglass Coven with a Restoration Angel? That seems dirty. Gosh, Hourglass Coven is so strong. The difference between this card and every card in this pack is miles apart. Like, getting this in the in its home set drafts are insane, but it's actually just as insane in these formats. It makes me regret not taking Woe Strider, but you know what? Hourglass Coven's great. Elite Spellbinder is just a fine 3/2 flyer. It does do something when it enters, which does play well with Angel. The issue isn't that this isn't a good card. I just think this card is way better than my first pick. So I gotta go with this in pack 2. It's just a great card. I don't know if there's very many cards in this set that are better than this one. And I know that's saying a mouthful, but if anything, that means that black is really good to go into. Priest of Forgotten Gods is fine. We did pass a Woe Strider, which is one of the better cards to complement this strategy. So I might have to let this one go, just knowing that Woe Strider's out in the cycle. I doubt it will wheel, because it is a very good card for a reason. Restoration of Aganjo, if you were watching yesterday on my stream, was very good. I got to do some very dirty things with this card, but I was playing blue-white. However, Restoration is just a good card in general, and I think I'm just going to go with that. Shadow Spear, I think, would be a fine pick here. Priest of the Forgotten Gods does play well with Coven, though. I mean, there is that. Maybe I do take the Priest. No, I think I'm going to go with Restoration of Aganjo. I think it's close. Not exactly sure if I should have taken one or the other there. This pack is not great. I'm going to go with the Amiri's Call. It's a fine card. Making a bunch of angels and then making your creatures indestructible could be pretty nice. The other card we could take here is Gutter Bones, which is fine. But I'm not going to. I'm going to take the Amiri's Call. It's possible that we get to still play black. Or we're going to play black. I'm going to play the Hour Coven, but I meant this, Oh man, I lost my train of thought. Okay, got confused. All right, let's just keep focused. So Village Rites is fine. Bright Climb Pathway is pretty good. There's also March of Wretched Sorrow and Underdog here. The Underdog, I actually think, would be fine in our list, although the removal would be nice. I think removal is so important, and this one drains life, that I'm going to take it over the underdog, even though I do think that that would be a solid pick here. This isn't the best removal, though. Okay, I convinced myself we're going with the underdog. I think there's just a little bit more value in it. Seal Away or Go Blank. Go Blank is surprisingly annoyingly strong against certain decks. But Seal Away is interesting because we can discard it to Restoration of a Ganjo, or even in the later game, pitch a land and get back a broken Seal Away. So I think this is actually pretty good with the Aganjo. I think we'll play that here. Okay, so Unlicensures kind of going onto the same call towards the Go Blank. Uh, just having Unlicensures is pretty strong in some cases. It's also good with Restoration of a Ganjo. But in cases like that, where Restoration of a Ganjo is less good if you can't use your graveyard, and the Hearse can do that. However, Ornithopter of Paradise is pretty good at getting our Hourglass and our Mirror's Call out sooner. And then just having the ability to flash in a 3/4 flyer is really strong. So we're going to go with the Paradise, the Mock Paradise, Birds of Paradise. Um, this pack really doesn't have anything for us. We could take Tamashi, Reality Architect. I actually like this card a lot. We have Seal Away, we have Restoration of Alganjo, and Ornithopter to come back from our yard. I was thinking about hate drafting Hullbreaker Horror, but if somebody wants it, fine, whatever. But I think we'll take this on the off chance we play it. So I'm going to put that over here. Alright, so this was our original pack where we took Restoration Angel from, and we can clearly see the both the Colgan's Command and Woe Strider was taken from the pack. But we still get Acquisitions Expert, and that's also another card that plays well with Restoration of a Ganjo. We could take just the Abandoned Mire, which would be fine, but I kind of like the Expert. A Ravenous Rat isn't the worst card in the world, and we do want cheaper cards. Now, see, in this pack, we don't really have anything that we could take. We did take a blue card here with the White Splash. It's possible we play 3 colors, Voracious Shark, or we go with the Nimble Obstructionist. This is a fine card because it's a 3/1 Flash Flyer, similar to the same kind of value of Restoration Angel. But if I had to play either, I'm going to play Voracious Shark, so we'll take that here. Or, yeah, Voracious. Or is that Vicious? No, Voracious. Yeah, Voracious Shark. I want to make sure. I don't like sounding like a dummy. I pull it off nicely, though. Let's go with... Okay, we'll take the blue card here. I mean, Oracle isn't great. Yeah, we're kind of getting shoehorned into blue. I guess we'll take the Oracle. This can splash colors for us. I'm not excited about that. Siphon Insight's fine. Alright, it's a blue-white land. I'll take it. At least gives us outs to playing Tamashi at the worst. Okay, so this pack is pretty loaded with not so great cards. I think we're going to take Soul Transfer over Teferi or Elspeth, although Elspeth is really good because it can get the majority of our cards on the low end. It's just a good card, although Soul Transfer is pretty strong. And we're kind of set up to use both sides. We have a couple. We have artifact and enchantment. We can kind of get there, I think. It's also just taking Cosmos Elixir is not bad. I think I'm gonna take the Soul Transfer is probably like the best removal spell in the format. I'm gonna take that. I mean that, like, as a 1-for-1 removal spell, it's probably the best, if not the, like, one of the best, if not the best one. Exiling is huge. Coma is a real card. Okay, so here we could either take Blood Artist or we can take Day of Judgment. Day of Judgment is pretty good. We do have cards that don't really need to be in play to be effective as much. And Tenacious Underdog can come back. Blood Artist can play into that, but like I said, I really don't think we're in that deck. I'm going to take Day of Judgment. There's a lot of games where that's just a really solid card. Okay. So Bankbuster's a good card to pick up here. Pilgrim's Eye is fine. Caravan's fine. Approach of the Second Sons is an awesome way to win. And by awesome, I mean just hilarious to beat some decks, but we don't have any draw, really. I think Bankbuster's the pick here. I think Caravan is a close second. And then Pilgrim's Eye and Approach are kind of just there. So, yeah, we'll take Bankbuster. Yeah, see, there's Coma right there. Yeah, see, this pack is not very good. However, it's starting to look like we might have to lean into some of these blue cards we're getting. So I'm going to take the Drowned Catacomb. And maybe we wheel Blood Fountain. I don't hate Blood Fountain. It's actually kind of good. Like, there's a lot of other good cards in this pack. There's Layla, which is really strong. Thragtusk is great. We could even take Thragtusk here and be happy with it. But I'm going to take the Drowned Catacomb. Haven't really got to play with Tamashi in this format, but I imagine it's going to be fine. So, Disfigure's pretty good. And then Painful Bond's fine as well. I think we're going to take Disfigure. And yeah, I think Disfigure might actually have a place in our deck. Cave is also good. There's also a Cruel Celebrant. You know what? I'm going to take Cave. Manlands are actually pretty strong. Honestly, Archon of Emeria is annoyingly good, but I like it mainly in blue-white, so I think we'll just take the Crossroads here. Second Wrath of God? We could also take Commit. I don't think that's a bad card here. Because like I said, I think it's possible that we end up in splashing blue. And Commit is actually one of those cards that's just really solid. I'm going to take that over the Languish. We already have Day of Judgment, and I don't really feel like we need two Wrath of Gods in our deck. Because we are playing quite a few creature-esque cards, so... we're going to take Retrofit of Foundry. This actually is a really good card. I don't think people play it because they're unfamiliar with it, but there's a reason why this card gets played in Legacy quite a bit, and it's because it's just a good card. Because in Legacy, one of the things that you notice is that when you are playing in a really competitive format, that the give and take actually makes it seem as though you end up breaking parity really often, and then you just need a card that allows you to just go deeper into the game. And Retrofitter Foundry finds itself in there, and that plays a lot more into what draft format, especially this cube. So that's what I see. Okay, so Gale Conduit is fine here. Yeah, it's fine here. We have Soul Transfer, Amiri's Call, Day of Judgment, and then some of the other cards. Yeah, we'll take that here. It's fine. Alright, we didn't get any of the cards I was hoping to get back. I guess we'll take the Exquisite Blade. It's fine enough. Like, Trickster's good, but Double Blue is just not a thing. And Prosperous, this is a very specific deck, so we'll just take this. We might play it, we might not. Okay, so we'll just take the Serpent. I mean, I guess we could take one of these cards, but I'm definitely not playing a double blue spell in a card that I'm not going to use, so I might as well just hate draft at this point. Painful Bond, that is kind of a gift, although Okay, no. We'll take that dual land here because we are going to be probably having to play blue. I'm going to take the Demonic Pact. That is a crazy ditch. All right, let's gather where we're at in our headspace here. So we have technically that's a land. So right now we're sitting at 12 cards plus some of our blue ones, which we can play pretty easily. So I'm thinking about taking Blade Splicer. Blade Splicer plays well with Restoration Angel, and we did just pick up OG, and that's fine to play with Blade Splicer. However, we are limited on our removal, where we have Seal Away, and we have Soul Transfer and Day of Judgment. So Fateful Absence would be a nice pickup. Hogger Mauling would be fine as well. And then there's also Mind Stone, which is also good. I think I want to take one of these removal spells instead, and I think we'll go with Fateful Absence. I just like that card a lot. Man, if double blue wasn't such a problem to hit with my color combinations, I might take Counterspell here. But Ojutai's Command is actually kind of cute. We have 3 creatures we can get back with it if we do instant speed, but that might not be the card to take. Fading Hope is realistic, but maybe we take Cold Steel Heart. Although Lion Slash, actually, what am I saying? Lion Slash is actually really good. Removing cards from the graveyard can be really strong. Yeah, we'll take Lion Slash. I think that's the right pick. Alright, there's a dual land here. Alright, let's start putting the blue cards in the deck that I think we'll be able to play. Okay, that we're looking to play. Alron might make the deck. Probably will, but... So... I think we do take... Glasspool Mimic, is that good enough? Don't think so. Yeah, well, I'll just take the Watery Grave and make sure we have it. The mana fixing. Now, Scarab God's really powerful, but so is Polymorphist. Um, hmm. I'm going to take the Scarab God. I think that card is just a super powerful bomb, and I'll be happy to play it. Oh, nice. Phyrexia Metamorph and a Power Word kill? Oh, man. This pack's pretty good. Yeah, I'm going to take Metamorph. I think this card's really strong. Copying your other opponent's stuff could be insane. And technically, this can be at 3 mana. Now, this pack is pretty bad in general for us. We could just take the Ebon Death. I think this card's really bad. I'm gonna take Kogla. I'm not gonna play around with that card. Don't want that to be in anyone's deck. How many spells we have? Yeah, not enough to play the Witch. Ephemerate might be nice. We do have a few cards that are good with Ephemerate. Yeah, we'll take Ephemerate. It's a nice way to protect our stuff. And we have a few cards that go along with it, like Gale. Oh, it doesn't go good with it. I mean, you can only blink it the one time. Because you have to cast it to get cards from your yard. I think whatever we take here, we're probably not playing. So, maybe we take Steam Vents? Actually, Saw It Coming's probably playable. Yeah, Field of the Dead, not seeing any love here from our table. Mind Stone is incredible to be this late, to be honest. It's kind of a gift at this point. There's also Jin-Gitaxias, which is fine. And Brawl's expertise is okay, but we'll take the Mind Stone. I think that's actually quite good. Alright. Alright, well, if you guys are going to give me mana rocks, I'm going to take mana rocks. Glass Pool Mimic, that's good. Wow. I was seriously considering to, dismiss earlier, but now I'm definitely considering it. Although, maybe we take Breeding Pool here? I'll take Dismiss. I might play it now. I don't know. Okay, I'll take all the mana rocks. Screw it. Okay. That was really strange. Mana rocks are not bad. I don't know why people wouldn't take them. Maybe it was just because the packs were so lined up weird for a lot of what people's deck strategies are. Let's get these lands out of here so we can start figuring out how or what we're doing. So it looks like we're probably going to be playing a little bit heavier blue. And, but let's just figure out exactly what we're doing. We have a lot of early game stuff, which is good. Probably don't need to consider. Ephemerate seems like a really cool card. Especially with like Hourglass Coven. You blink that twice. Get all the warlocks. Oof. We do have quite a few artifacts where this could be good. Because you can hit enchantments and artifacts. We are missing a few of the good ones, the later game ones to get back. But we do have Seal Away, Lion Slash, Cold Steel Heart, Retro Foundry, Guardian Idol, Mind Stone, Cycling Mind Stone to effectively draw, Bank Buster, Paradise Druid. We have a lot of cards we can get back. Palladium Mirror seems a little out of place here. However, I think it's fine to play because it is good with Scarab God. And I think Scarab God looks really good here. We just need to cut, like, a few cards. Because we're definitely going to be running Amiria's Call. And I do think we can get away with playing the Glasspool Mimic. So we want to cut... Essentially, these are lands for us. So we're still wanting to cut at least... I agree. I think we do too. A 7-win deck would be really cool here. I don't think this is as impractical as it normally is. Seeing as how it does play well with Tamashi, and we have so many early game artifacts. I need to cut at least... Right now we're 26 spells, counting these as land. So we want to get down to... We need to cut 3 more cards. There's no other cards in here I don't think I want. I mean, Siphon Insight is fine. The Great Chart's actually pretty good too. Maybe we want that. But I don't know. I think we will cut... I think we cut the Conduit here. We technically don't have that many spells to go along with it. I mean, Day of Judgment is nice to get back and cast again if we need to. I guess we do have some counter spells, but I honestly don't think this is the card we want in our deck, so I'm going to cut that here. Because we got to really make sure we're cutting the cards we need to cut. I think counterspells actually play a huge role in this format, so I do think we're going to keep them around. We might have too many mana rocks as it is. But probably not. I think the mana rocks, the fact that we have so many, will allow us to trim maybe down to 24, so we only need to make one more cut. And I'm willing to try that. I'm going to give that a shot. So we're just going to look at one more card that probably doesn't belong. Like, let's see. Ephemerate combos with Expert. Um, Metamorph, depending on what it gets. OG, it combos with. Restoration Angel's an interesting way to use it. Scarab God and the Coven. You know, and Glasspool Mimic, I really don't have very many cards, but Glasspool Mimic is going to be great to do multiple times. So I think we're just going to cut the Ephemerate here. Ephemerate's really cool. It's really what I want to play. It's good at protecting creatures, which is nice. So maybe not. Maybe we don't do that. Almost convinced myself. Maybe we just cut Guardian Idol. We might have too many mana rocks. I don't think we need that many. I think 3 is probably fair. I like Ornithopter Paradise because we are playing 3 colors, and that's the same reason why I'm keeping in Cold Steel Heart. If I had to choose between Mind Stone and Guardian Idol, Mind Stone doesn't come into play tapped. They both produce only colorless mana, but this one you can sacrifice and draw a card, which can definitely help out. And plus, we're going to play Palladium Mirror, and I think Palladium Mirror serves a better purpose in the long run than Guardian Idol will. It's just a nice 3-drop to play. That will help us cast into our bigger plays here and go deeper. And yeah, I think because of all that, plus the more mana we have, the better the Retrofitter Foundry is better. So yeah, I think overall, this looks like a deck that we're going to be happy with. So now it's time to put our lands in here, but we want the cool, awesome cave. Blue, white, black, blue. I'm not sure if I want to play the Hall. We don't really have that many spells. We have Ephemerate, Fateful Absence. The problem with this is that you can only activate the ability to put a counter on something as a sorcery, and Sought Coming, Commit, and Dismiss are usually not going to be on your turn. After a Day of Judgment, it's just not going to work very well. I don't think we really need that mana fixing with all the fixing we have already, so... We could play Voracious Shark and also Alrud. Alright, let's get our basics in here. I'm feeling plains. Alright, so color pie wise, we have 9 white spells, 8 blue spells, and 5 black spells with 2 gold cards. Blue black and blue white. So that gives us a total. Yeah, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 black sources. I think we can go up one more. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 white sources. So we'll go up another white source. Plus this counts as a white source and this counts as a blue source. Blue we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I think we go up one more blue source. And I think so that gives us 6 black sources. Plus we have Cold Steel Heart and Ornithopter. Yeah, I think we go up one more white source. And my main reason for that is that it's clearly one of the more common ones. Lion Slash, Amiria's Call require that. Plus, at Ganjo, we want to make sure we have at least 8 planes to get off of it. And having one more of those is good here. So then we have, I think this is 14 regular lands. And then 2 spell lands here to help us out. Plus, we also have 1, 2, 3 mana rocks there, and then we have a mana rock here. And Phyrexian Metamorph can also fix our mana if we copy our opponents. So overall, this deck looks pretty fun here. I think we'll have a good time with it. 12 creatures, that's pretty strong. This looks pretty good. I'm excited to play it. I think I'm just going to highlight the Coven here on our deck and different sleeves. Something that's expressively fun. I think this one's the Esper one, and we're Esper, so let's go. We'll get that one. Alright, let's have some fun. Here we go. More water, please. Get out of here, ant. Bow or ball ago. Alright, I'm willing to keep this. Bank Buster and Seal Away on the play. That seems pretty good. And then we just drew Fateful Absence. Nice draw of a land. We're still missing our blue source, but not bad. Well, there's our blue source. I think we'll just hold up Seal Away. If they counter it, I'm not going to worry about it. I don't know why Seal Away does that. Lights up everything all weird. It's so bizarre to me. Interesting. I think I'm going to copy their Dryad of Elysian Grove, maybe? Maybe not. I think maybe we just do this here. Draw a card. Yeah. If we can draw actual lands, it would be nice here. So I don't have a counter spell, so whatever they play next turn, I'd rather just get on the board this way. So that took them a while to play their land, and that's the only reason why I think this is a fine play. We could just kill their Dryad, but they might have plans for their land, and so they might have to show me spells. So I think that's why this decision is tough. The fact that they're giving me a Gear Hulk makes me both happy and sad. What the hell? Nobody told you to do that. Okay, so they're digging for land. So I want to keep this around just in case I draw my Restoration Angel. And I can really get him. Plus, next turn, I could draw an untapped land and play Phyrexian Metamorph, copying my Expert. And this is also a wizard. Interesting. Okay. Alright, so we did draw land. So our Wrath looks not very good in the face of a Vanguard. But I am happy to play my land here. I don't think I want... I don't think we do anything here. My main reason why is that we can at least force them to pay life on an attack here. And I can generate my Bank Buster token and get a count dismiss off, because this generates a treasure. Perfect. Since I have Wrath of God in my hand, I think I'm just going to block here and force them to pay life. If they have a counterspell here, so be it. This is the best spot I'll be in to do this. Yeah, okay. Now I can copy their Elysian Grove, and then they can't really attack us. I mean, they can, but it really doesn't do anything for them. And then I can play my additional land, so I think I'm going to do that. I think that's fine. And I'll pay the Phyrexian mana here. Because we had an additional land to play there. I think that's why. I think that's a fine trade to get an additional land into play. Okay, Kogla is not good for us. I was hoping nothing like that would happen. However, we do have an answer to it in the form of our Abeyance here. And if we rip a land, we can play both our Coven and Abeyance, which is fine. Okay, we did. So, we'll start there. Killing their Kogla. Why did they hit your go? Do they actually think the game is over? Because that's hilarious if they do. I mean, if they want to target our stuff, or we make them discard, so... Yeah, we'll make it to where if they target our stuff, they have to lose life. And this is why the Hourglass Coven is insane. They countered our Wrath of God, but now we got to play our 9/9 for 6 mana. Like, I understand why they think they can play this and think they have lethal, but they don't. I'll prevent 2 of the damage, but this way. That way I can just kill their Vanguard. Now, they might not pay the life because of it. Yeah, it looks like they're not. Which is fine with me. The reason why I didn't block the other way around with my artifact isn't because I didn't want to get it back. It was because I didn't want them to... I needed a 4/4 to kill this thing. Ooh, Retrofitter. That's pretty good here. I have a Phyrexian Metamorph in my yard. And I think I have enough to play this and put it into play and copy their... My Coven, actually. Now, they do have 3 cards in their hand. They could just have, like, a answer. And as it sits right now, they can't really kill me. Yeah, I think we'll just go with a Fitter here and hold up Dismiss. I think this is all... If all else fails, we'll go back on this. I mean, Benelia's fine, I guess. Eh, we'll just counter it. Nice. That's fine. Menace is scary, but not the end of the world. Just because Menace will be difficult, I'd rather trim that guy deck a little bit. Yeah, we'll play our land here. Now, I can return this to my hand with this card, so I think we'll start by... and we could return our Glasspool Mimic. Oh, man. You can do some crazy shenanigans here. Let's make sure we're tapping our blue mana. How much is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. How much did it cost? It's 1 to sacrifice? Okay, we'll do that. We'll start there. We want to bring back our Phyrexian Metamorph, so... Oh. Maybe we'll get all of the hags into play, all the different ones. First Strike's pretty good. I think our first trigger of Drain Life, and then they lose their graveyard. I think that's when the game's over. Now, granted, they don't have to cast anything this flips, which is alright. I will make my guy into a Flying Thopter. Because then I can attack with it. Which makes me happy. Now they're looking at the Retrofitter. They know that they're going to have a tough time against it. Alright, they lose their entire graveyard. Oh, man. Restoration Angel is sick here. It's so disgusting here. Oh my gosh. So we go... I think we're just going to do this on our turn. Because I think it's hilarious. Sure. That makes me a little sad that we don't get to do our combo anymore. But that's okay. We have other things. We have all these other cards. Just in case this game's flying. Now we can mill them out of the game. This is 10. And we see, we even turned our lands that we played earlier because of this into spells and a card, which is kind of nuts. Okay. Yeah, what's one of your cards? Probably going to show me a land here. Unless they have 2 spells, and that's just bad for them. Yeah, we'll take that. Okay, so... what do we do here? Let's see. Well, they know about our Glasspool Mimic. So I guess we'll start here. Don't need Mind Stone, but Saw It Coming will be nice. I mean, I'm not going to Glasspool Mimic this. I'd do it to the Expert. So yeah, I guess we shall just do this. And this will get the last card out of their hand. Yep. Shame scoop. Not even a GG. Woo! That was our game 1. Gosh. Man, this game... Oh man, I'm dying. So hot. Alright, we're playing against Blondie. And I'm doing that for you all, so you don't have to hear that hum in the background. Well, there is no white mana in my hand, which means this hand's pretty blah. We do get Mind Stone into Tamashi. Oh, man. I mean, how good of a plan is this? Yeah, this hand is not very good. I'm just going to mulligan. Yeah, this is much better. Yeah, we'll bottom Glass Pool Mimic here. I think everything else is good. What's cool about this Triome is that this will come into play untapped. And now we can play Paradise. Oh, they have 2 1/1s? Not what I wanted. We'll play the Paradise here. It blocks their 1/1s. But the reason why I said 1/1s is because now they have 2 1/1s to go with their 5/5. Which means we'll probably have to Fateful Absence their guy. Because if they do have the card, yeah, we'll block here. That way, if they do have the spell that I'm thinking of that I can't remember, the Great Hinge. If they have the Great Hinge, man, my brain is fried. Granted, if they have Vivian, you know what? I'm gonna let them have their beast for a turn, and I'm gonna put this in on white and not scry. Because if this is in my graveyard, I can then use Tamashi to get it back in a different scenario. For now, I'm not too worried about it. Because Great Hinge is 1 card. I mean, if they have Great Hinge, oh well. Not a lot I can do about it. Well, that's even better. Get out of here. Getting a 2-for-1 is unexpected there. I did not think that was going to happen. Okay, send me a message. Okay, that's pretty good here. I'm glad to just... I'll tap out and play this. Because this will help us get deeper into our deck. Well, I imagine Saw It coming isn't going to be too late. So right now we have Lovestruck Beast, and that's it for permanents. I don't think I want Lion Slash right now. I think it's definitely a better late game card. If they go Vornaclex, though, I don't know if that's going to be good for us. We can't beat a Vornaclex. I mean, we can if we hit our land next turn. But let's say we didn't hit a land. Yeah, I think we want to hit a land really badly, so we'll just do that. Because if we could play Hourglass Coven, we can actually start doing some dirty stuff. And I think that's the best bet we have. Because if they just jam Vornaclex here, and that's not even the worst card they could have played. I think that's a hallelujah. They had that card, not something worse. Oh, I'm like dying over here. Okay, Elite. I see a lot of people playing this card. I think it's fine. You get 1 counter on it in this format, and nobody deals with it. can get gross and out of control. All right, well, you can't attack. So. That's okay. Sorry. All right, give me the one that gives -2, -1. I want at least one of those next turn. If I get 2, that'll be pretty gross. What? We didn't get 1. I think the mill one's super strong. And we'll do the drain life here. Because if they deal with our mill card, they'll probably do the mill. I think that one's the scariest one. Although we are representing a way to slide out our guy. We draw land, we're going to get to do it twice. And that will be disgusting. Alright. Since they're mono green, I know they're not going to have a lot of the cards they need to interact with us as much. Yeah, especially when they just milled 2 interactive cards. Yeah, Pursuit as well. Oh, that was the wrong land. But we can do 2 spells, actually. So I'm not going to attack with the Coven. I'm just going to play... Right, I'm going to see if I can get 3 damage in. I probably can't. I'll just go for this. I'm going to put this in on white mana, I think. Or black. Let's do white. And I'm just going to jam Resto here. Which will blink out this card. We draft. I think feasibly we don't really have a spot to attack. And this is just another way to win the game. Let's do it. Let's do... At this point, Scry is fine. And there we go. We can start... Thanks. Alright, your turn. This is disgusting. I mean, if they don't have... Like, they're not going to have a Wrath God in mono green. I mean, they could have... Ugin. Dang, I didn't think about that. Ugin would be a heartbreaker. But that's not Ugin. That is just a creature. I mean, they can just gain 3 life here. Maybe that's why they're doing it. Oh, they don't care. You know what? Sure. We'll take 2. I don't want to kill their Circuitmender. No, don't you dare concede. I'm having all the fun in the world. Sure. Seal away is fine. Oh, were they playing more than 40? Or did we just get this off really early? Oh, we did. I mean, this is gross. Mm-mm-mm. Okay. They just want the game over. That's fair. Alright. I don't think that's lethal, though. Oh, no, maybe it is. Yeah. Never mind. Alright. Woo! Being dirty. That's clip worthy, man. I tell you. I knew what I was doing. I'd clip that. Math is for blockers. That's what they say. Oh, heavens. Alright, Squealer and myself. Ooh. Okay, I like this hand. Day of Judgment does make this hand not so bad. Especially with Scarab God. Scarab God's so good. Alright. Oh, I should have given them a greetings here. Ooh, nice. I was thinking about playing Glasspool Mimic there, but saw it coming's a nice one to get here. Because if we don't draw land, I'll probably play Glasspool Mimic. But we did draw land, so I'll probably hold it. Insane. Although right now Glasspool is literally doing nothing, so it might be just a land anyways. Yeah, all of our uncommons are although there's an interesting play you can make if you have Scarab in play. You could copy the Scarab God, and then this returns to your hand on your instep. Which is interesting. You know, at this point, my opponent didn't do anything. I'll put that on white. And I'll just scry here. I mean, sure, they can have a removal, but we have Scarab God. And this is really not that big of a deal. Ooh, nice. Okay. I want both of these. Yeah. I think Bankbuster's actually a pretty good play. But maybe we have to Wrath next turn. I mean, either way, we want both of these cards, so we're going to keep them. I just think Bankbuster's a fine play, especially if they're not going to play anything. Golos is scary. Well, actually, depending on their land they get here, they'll be able to activate it next turn. Oh. They're missing white mana, but they could have white mana in their hand. I'm greedy. Let's go. I said it here first. I'm greedy. Show me your white source. That's fine. Actually, we have a plan to get it back. Yeah, I'll draw a card. Because now if we can hold up Counterspell and Wrath, that'll be pretty strong. Alright, another land that's not white. Well, I'd easily take 3 here. Alright, now we're going to Wrath. I have no intent to not to. Unless we don't draw a land. Like, if we don't draw a land, I don't know if we can. Alright, they're still missing white mana. Did they not put white mana in their deck? That just makes a really easy answer to their Golos. If it dies, return it to your hand. Okay. If I wasn't missing a land, I would... Gosh. I mean, I think it's playing with fire if we don't get this off the board. I really wish I had Counterspell up. I'll just say go. I might be able to get them to... Okay, so they're going to go get white mana here, probably. Wow. Still no white mana, so they can't activate Golos. They have to have Ulamog in their deck, though. Alright, I'm going to play this here. I feel like this plays it a little bit safer. Like, if they have a Counterspell, I want them to use it here. Because that'll come back into play, and we can see the top cards of our deck. Okay, there are lands. Alright, we'll take this swamp. If they have a removal spell, they can kill one of our guys. I'm okay with it. Because I kind of want them to use cards. Okay, they didn't. Alright. What I don't want to see is Ulamog. Gosh. I guess... Do we attack or not? Okay. They have to be playing Ulamog. Alright, I'm just going to Wrath. Because I decided that I'm not going to attack them. If this doesn't resolve, I just don't let it resolve. Because if they cast Ulamog, my only out to it is Saw It coming right now. Return my permanent to my hand? Gosh, that's ridiculous. Okay, never mind. I can't afford to do that. Alright. Hopefully they don't have the land in their hand to cast the Ulamog. Alright. Didn't want that to be the case, but we do have answers to Ulamog in our deck. I doubt we draw it, though. Okay, that was not it. No, nothing in our yard. So we can go... play Mindstone into Scarab God here. If they want to tick down on the Scarab God, whatever. The last card is Ulamog, I'll cry. That is not good. I gotta give him a nice there. Wow, Devil's Fire was pretty good. So even if I return 2 creatures to the battlefield, they don't have anything that really... Actually, they did have a white source. It was just in their hand. We both need to have a... I don't think I have anything 8 graveyards, do I? Well, I do have Lion Slash. But I need to have both Lion Slash and an out to the Ugin? I don't think that's possible. Yeah, I gotta give it to him. I'm not gonna be able to get there, and like I needed 2 cards, and I had neither of them in my hand. So yeah, just not enough mana. That was a really good draw by my opponent. Well played. Definitely can't win them all. Oof. That Ugin was spicy. I really did not want to counter. They had a counter spell on top of. They played Solgar's Command, which is really good. That card is very good. Yeah. All right, this is a pretty good hand to open with. I like it a lot, actually. Please don't draw my other planes. But I actually think that it's probably worthwhile to just do this and ignore the gas for a couple turns. Because I want to play this next turn. Okay. You got my planes. You gotta stop calling me all day. Played this. Get our last planes in our deck. So, acceleration is pretty good for us. So I'm thinking about pitching this. Okay, I'm gonna pitch the heart and put the heart into play. That way, I don't have to pay mana for it. We're gonna put this in on black mana. And then I want to hold up Counterspell and and make a token. So we'll have a tough time if they go swamp equipped, because a 5/5 is pretty tough. Alright, that's just too much pressure. I gotta counter that. Yeah, I think we attack here. And this will also give us a token. Alright. I guess they didn't really see that line of play, which is weird. You have 2 abilities to create treasures. So I have enough to make a Thopter on... Yeah, so we go... Sack. Make a Thopter. Untap. And I think we'll just make a construct here. So we do have the Angel card, but if they have, like... The only Wrath of God that plays around is... Not the... Languish and Massacre. I think we still play it here, though. Mainly because it gives all these indestructible. And I can just attack for free here. At this point, I'm the aggressor. They have to have the Languish. If they don't, we can win. I mean, based on the way they're playing, though... They probably have Languish here. Massacre Worm would be pretty devastating. That is not it. But you can block with it. Okay. So we have 8 in the air. Yeah. Okay. I was trying to puzzle, like, is there a way for them to win? I was just gonna do some quick math to see if I can just kill them. Oh well. We won! We were at 10, so we have to be a little careful at that point. Because all it takes is a misclick or something stupid to happen and we lose. I think they made one mistake that game, and that was not equipping their Omni Blade to their 1/1 on turn 4. They just shocked and then played Legion. Granted, it did cost me my counterspell, but if they if they just equipped there and attacked, I don't know. Maybe that was the wrong play. I'm not sure. I think it's fine. This is a good hand. We'll keep it. I might play the Miri's Call here if we don't hit a land. Just because this isn't super reliable to stay in play. Yeah, we'll just put this into play now. We do have Tomashi, so we get to go Palladium Mirror. Yeah, so we'll go Palladium Mirror. And now we can play Hourglass Coven. That'd be gross. He gets blue-green. Black? Blue-green, black. That's a little different. I think we still go Hourglass Coven here. Just such a solid play. Really early. So this is major life loss and then discard on top of that. I know this can't be the card they want to see. We're playing against King. I don't know if it's the same King that we all know and love. Alright. Discard. I think this is all she wrote. Definitely need double blue in play, so we're going to play it like that. Not attacking. This might get a concession out of my opponent. No, no concession. They're strong-willed. Yeah, we won! Hourglass Coven, turn 4. Win. Flawless victory. All right, got 3 more to go. Let's see if we can knock them out. You know, that's why I swear by the Hourglass Coven. That it was a nice hand. I'll call a spade a spade. It's definitely a spade. Yeah, that was a really awesome game. I really liked the Hourglass Coven, although it is very busted. We got it in my opening hand. We got blue, black, white. It's in pretty. We're on the play. Yeah, we'll keep it. I think I'm going to lean on. I'm going to go with blue land first. My reason is if we don't have a land on top and it saw it coming, I don't hate that. So we'll put this on blue. And we have a land. I'll take it. It's a decent land. My only regret is that I have to play it. That's my only regret. I would have liked to have just let on the triome that turn, but it's alright. Yeah, it looks like they are also 5 colors. A lot of people playing 5 colors. Dryad Greenseeker is better than damage, so. Unless they have a ninjutsu card. They don't. Okay. Alright, I only have 1 planes left in my library, so maybe I just go with this. No, I think it's better just to play this, because then we can assure ourselves to hit a black source. It's really important we get another black source. Neither of those are blue. Oh, please don't tell me you have Force Spike. Okay, no. They might. They might have Force Spike. If they had it, they should have played it, because, yeah. Alright, we don't... Yeah, we don't need either of those. We need black mana. I think both... Black mana is better. I think black mana is so important since we can't attack. I might hold this up. Do you Dryad here? No. What's happening? Alright. Commit is so relevant here. I can't tap out for... I want to play Restoration of a Ganjo, but... Like, what's the worst card they could play? Anything for 6 mana? Or 5 mana for that matter? I think holding up commit matters, but maybe it doesn't. I think we just hold up commit. There's... Greenseeker does nothing. They should just pass. Ugh. That's not what I want to see. But if they play the Conduit of Storms... no, they can play it. They can play it. They have the mana for it. I mean... If they have a counterspell, I want them to play it on this. Okay. They obviously have one right here. They have a land, and not another one. So we have Faithful Absence in our hand, but they could have the counterspell. Restoration of a Ganjo allows us to play this. Why does it want to do that to me? Yeah, we'll play this so we can set up for Ephemerate with Hourglass Coven up. And then Faithful Absence. Yeah. This is good. If they want to counter this, I don't care. I'll let it. I'll pay the mana. I don't care. All right, last planes, and our deck is now shuffled. So we know what the top card of their deck is. That they're probably going to hold up Counterspell. This doesn't counter my creature, so I'm not worried about that. However, it does kill my creature. Alright. They're just passing. If I draw a land here, I will ditch my planes. I did not. Oh, Mind Stone. That's nice. We'll put a Mind Stone into play for free. I mean... We go for it, right? We're not going to get another opportunity like this, and Solgorm's command is the counterspell they're revealing. It goes on the stack. They have cards in their hand. I guess we'll just... Yeah, we'll tax their hand at this point. I think that's pretty good. And then... We could give our guys Menace. I don't know how good that'll be, but we'll drain them too. Okay. And we will say go. What's crazy here is that they could deal with 2 of our cards. One of them will be the Coven, I'm pretty sure. Unless they have Wrath of God. It's possible they have a Day of Judgment. So they want to bounce this and kill that. Now that's weird. Why would they do that? I feel like they're baiting me, but if they have the Wrath of God, we're not going to beat it anyways. Beat it with what we have. So we're just going to save our Hag and slide out our Hourglass Coven. Yes! Woo! I wasn't sure if that was going to be the 1-2 punch or not, but yes. Bam! Hourglass Coven for the win. I don't know how people don't play with it. I don't know how people pass it. I've been in pack 1, not even in black, and wheels in pack 8, and people are like, "No, this card's trash." And I'm like, "Are you kidding me? Do you know what that card does?" This is not a good hand. I'm not going to keep it. This is a good one. This is a better one. Pretty good here. I am a lover of Day of Judgment, but this hand... Alright, I'm going to bottom the Day of Judgment. That might be that might be our judgment error. I love that art. It's so cool. I feel like I made a mistake. Man, I wasn't sure. Like, it was possible they were on a control deck, but red-green aggro is damn... Day of Judgment. Very good. That is not what I want to see. Yeah, I think we go expert first, though. Expert, get a card out of their hand. Into Bankbuster. Bankbuster can trade for the oddity, and we have a few cards that can play with that. Okay. Alright, that makes me feel way better. Yeah, we'll tap this. Because now we can crew our Bankbuster and Fateful Absence up. Alright, they're digging. Top? Oof. Here comes the Ambercleave. That's actually fine. Okay, we're way better off than we were like seconds ago. Okay. No longer am I in despair. And now we can set an upkeep effect to get their card out of their hand if it's a creature. I mean, I think we attack with the expert here. No. We need to play it smart. Alright, they get 2 cards, but we're going to do it in their draw step. Oh, I guess we're doing it during their upkeep. That's a mistake. Oh, they're cycling Sweltering Suns. Interesting. Yeah, let's get... Yes! Yes! Oh, after bottoming Day of Judgment, I thought we were going to be screwed that game. Woo! My first pick coming in clutch there. That was the first game we didn't draw Hourglass Coven, so... Our deck can win without it. Alright. That's intentional. That was intentional. For comedy. Alright. We're in the finals with this bombastic deck. I think it's awesome. Because I feel like we're playing with some of the subpar cards, but they're just... They look so good because of the Hourglass Coven. The card is so good. Well, what was the matchup we lost to? We lost to the... Ugin. We lost to Ugin. Ugin was pretty brutal. Ugin's up there on destructive power level. But you know what? I don't hate Ugin being in the format. With cards like Hullbreaker Horror and Hullbreaker Horror. And there are other cards too. Like Massacre Worm might be a little too OP. Also, the Coven might be a little too OP too. Alright, this hand is not good. Alright, this hand is great. Great. I really like this hand a lot, actually. I want to bottom a land here, because I think we could draw land. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll bottom a land here. We did it. We drew the land I wanted. We have so much removal. It's awesome. I want to play Bankbuster, but I don't want to play Bankbuster. So I will not. If they go Legion Loyalist, I want to kill it. You can get out of my game. Let's go get our planes. Now, we're probably going to play the Bankbuster on, depending on if we draw an island or not. That is the only difference with our play next turn with Restoration of a Ganjo. I think they should play a Planeswalker if they have it. If they're deciding whether a Planeswalker or a creature, I think I'd go with Planeswalker here, but... And that's not bad. Yeah, now we'll just play the Bankbuster here. I don't think it's necessary to play that right now. Seeing as how we're on the curve to get there, so... Not exactly worried about the Forge here. I was debating whether I wanted to play this or not, but... Huh. Chain Whirler is bad, but not that bad. Okay, make your token. Annex can be a big problem, especially if we have to Wrath of God. Or we can play this on blue, actually. Now we have Dismiss up, and this can't really... Honestly, I'll probably crew with Bankbuster to block. I mean, Architect's fine to block with. I get a token off of it. Maybe not. Maybe I do just block with Architect of Restoration. I mean, do you attack here? I guess so. Kind of a free block. I'm not going to afford to take 3. I mean, that's why we have the Architect here. If they play something more devastating, I don't know. I'll make them counter it again. Play something else. They want to kill my Architect. Like, they could cleave here and hit, and equipped, and then we still trade. But, yeah, that's fine. Okay, they did have a cleave. Okay, I was worried that they'd have that, but they're going to probably put it on the 1-1 and we'll trade. Not what I want to do, but nice. Okay. Let's take a look at both their cards in their hand. They have Strangle and Eruption. I mean, Eruption could go to the face. Strangle goes directly at a creature. Yeah, we'll take the Strangle here. I mean, if they equip, they swing for 8. I had to think for a second. Like, what exactly I want to do here. Oh. I was thinking about maybe attacking just because we could take 8 and go to 8. But then that leaves this open to 5 damage to the face. Yeah. Alright, well, we'll still crew. We were always going to crew. Now, granted, they get to equipped. But this forces them to equipped. Okay. We're going to chump. Because now we can play a Miri's Call next turn. I know this is 8 damage. Looks like they might have something. I don't know what they could have. Maybe Giant here? I think they have a giant in their hand. The Stomp. I think Stomp's in their hand right now. Which is unfortunate. I guess they could have something else. Lightning Bolt. Okay. Hey, that's not my face. I'm fine with that. Well, they know what I'm doing. Double blocking. If they have removal, so be it. Mm. Okay, yeah. We're going to take 2, so either way, we're taking 2 this turn. We get to get their Chain Whirler off the board. And there's always double blocking. There's our 2 damage. And then they just equipped here. Alright. We're not that dead yet. Man, they've drawn really well. I mean, they got us. Give them the GGs. They got us. I wish we would have countered the Embercleave. I put him on Embercleave, but getting to keep my guy alive mattered. But then I didn't think about them putting Embercleave on their 1-1. Alright, we're in the finals. Let's do it. We had a loss to give there, so it was a mistake, but you know what? I'll live with it. No, actually, I died because of it. I didn't live with it. Alright, let's see if we can get there. We want this 7. We want this win. I want to do Hourglass Coven one more time. Let's go, let's go. You can replay the color changes and tutorial by clicking on the Learn More button. Let's talk limited. Okay. That's funny. Let's talk limited. Alright, we'll talk limited. It's kind of what I'm doing. I'm going to keep... This hand's pretty good. So why I did that there is because I'm most likely going to metamorph their biggest creature. Or we're going to play the Architect. Architect's probably fine. Architect beats the Pit Fighter. Oh, never mind. We'll just copy Pyromancer. Because holding up counterspells does not seem profitable to me. Okay. Pyromancer's excellent. I'm happy to have a Metamorph for it. Granted, this will cost us 2 life, but I think it's probably worth that. We don't need this, and... going to give up the Architect at this point. Because now we can play Underdog and hold up Counterspell next turn. Synthesizer. Interesting. Lucky. They're considering not doing this. They don't have Embercleave in their hand. That's pretty gross. But that's fine with me. Sure. Now we have a Gonjo in our hand. Our play can be different next turn. Because our Gonjo can copy their Pyromancer again. Not our Gonjo, but our Ephemerate. Yeah, I think we just chump. Lion Slash, get in there. Lion Slash is nice. I think we still go with the dog here, though. Because it can block the breaker. I don't mind blocking here, and then block this, and then take 3. I think they're trying to figure out what we could have. Because it was a weird just chump here, but... I mean, I'll do it. I think we get rid of the Lion Slash and a Gonjo at this point. Nice. I don't know what they're thinking about. Maybe killing their Pyromancer? No, that'd be weird. Why would you kill your Pyromancer? Maybe they're thinking about this. If they had a removal spell, they'd need to use it now. They didn't have one because they did it instant speed and they had no response. So it's either it's sorcery speed. I think it's source. Yeah, they have another removal spell. No, they didn't have another removal spell. Yeah, they're just sitting on synthesizer. Yay! They lose that forever. Yeah, we will. Pyromancer. And we will copy this. Yeah, we don't need those. I mean, Day of Judgment's cute. Player land tapped. But we'll just say go at this point. I'm probably not going to blink it. Well, I might blink out my Pyromancer and return it to play as an Angel. Because then I can actually start clocking them. But maybe we don't. We just hold up on this, and if they play something, we counterspell it, and then we Wrath. Maybe we just set up for a Wrath next turn with the counterspell backup. Because at this point, they're not going to get a very good attack. I think I will trade at this point. I think that's probably the better play. Or we just chump it. I don't really care. I think we just resto. That's fine with me. Oh, I guess they take Ephemerate here? Okay. They gotta play it, so. Ephemerate their Pyromancer. Alright. Nothing. I'm gonna Wrath. It's just a better play here. Then I can hold up Counterspell. Sure. Okay. We take one. Woof. Yeah, Hourglass Coven is nuts, so. We're not out of this game yet, so. Yes! Yes! Woo! Hourglass Coven, baby! Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Great. Great job. Hourglass Coven. Yeah, you did. You did tell me. You told me that I'd win. You were right. I was wrong. You're smart. I'm a failure. Alright. Yes. Look at this beauty. Getting all the wins. We never did get the Scarab God in the game we lost. We drew it, but I mean, it would have been fine if they didn't have Ugin, but the rest of this deck looked beautiful. We got to see Retrofitter Foundry being amazing. Lion Slash was kind of meh. You know, it's good in certain matchups, but it's a fine card. But man, Acquisitions Expert really tore up the place. I thought that was cool. Secret Tech, Reality Architect being insane in a lot of games, combined with Metamorph, you know, getting that back, it was pretty strong. And then OG, Restoration Angel. Restoration of a Ganja was really awesome in our list. We had a lot of good 2-drop permanents to return to the battlefield off of it. Granted, it also got us lands. Amiri's Call came in handy, but the card of the hour is literally Hourglass Coven. Phenomenal spell. Great card, great card. And we had a commit. Commit's good. Yeah. All right. Overall, that was really good. All right. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.